A hit will help you change anything you want to change in your life if you're capable of changing it. But even if you can't change it and it's out in the world, if you change what you think about it, it will change it for you in your life. So many of us get caught up into thinking negative about stuff that we can't control, society, this person or that group of people, the liberals, the conservatives, the whites, the blacks, the rich people, the poor people, right? Whatever it is, if you think negatively about them, each moment you think negative about that experience in your life, that moment of your life is negative. Why do that? Right? This is just, it's so, this message is not taught enough. So many people are thinking negative. It's being sold, I think, by the media, right? Think negative, hate this person, don't like this person, be afraid of this, be afraid of that, right? When you learn the power of thought, of how it impacts and determines the quality of your life, you choose to change it, right? And that's what a hit is. A hit will help you change your habits of thought that lead to higher levels of ability. It's called a hit, ability and habit improving technology. Let's take a look at it. These are some of the designs. Today, I'm going to share something about the tool of looking at one habit of thought. One habit of thought is what you're looking at, right? So you look at this and you go, see, here's the spirit. Let's not talk about the spirit right now. Interesting to think about, but let's just talk about the thought. So each individual habit of thought that you think about your life, when you're thinking about yourself, interacting with people, interacting with the economy, your money, your home, your possessions, your spirit, everything. Each individual habit, not a fleeting thought. Who cares if you think something once, you never think it again. It's those thoughts that you think over and over again from Sunday to Saturday. Each one of those thoughts impact your life, especially if it's about your body. Well, my body is this or that. Well, if you're explaining why it's negative, that's a negative thought. The key thing to realize is that that negative thought is reinforcing that negative thing in your life into the future. It's a huge one to get. Each time you have a self-talk in your mind and you go, well, I'm just a little bit overweight. Or, I just can't lose all these pounds. There's just too many of them. Right? I just have I have a bad thyroid. Or my metabolism is low, right? Or I can't interact with this person, I just can't speak up sometimes when I need to. Sometimes I just blurt out, man, I can't help it, right? Or, I'm just not quite as focused as I want at work. I hate my job, right? Whatever it is, right? Each negative thought anywhere in your life, you can change your life by changing that thought and flipping it to a positive, all right? So that's what you do. Instead of thinking my body, you hear that self-talk during the day, you develop the awareness to catch it. How do you develop the awareness of your thought? Can you accelerate the process of becoming aware of your thoughts? I think you can. What do? You meditate. You sit quietly anywhere. You can do it. You can do it if you have 3 minutes. So you're sitting and waiting for somebody, right? Just clear your mind, deepen your breath, and say aware. And then think about your day. Aware. Think about your morning. Aware. Think about your morning. Do that about 10 times. Then go aware. Think about your afternoon. Aware. Think about your afternoon. Same thing for evening. What are you doing? You're instructing your brain to observe your thoughts, to be aware of them, right? So why? So you can improve your life in any way you want. Very powerful thing. Start doing it. Give me feedback on how it impacts you. Because see, what we want to do is we want to find those hidden thoughts that we're not aware of, that are distracting the quality of our life. Why? Because we're explaining why our life is this, instead of that. Right? It's amazing. And if you can just get yourself to stop thinking those thoughts and thinking the positive, and you continue it, your life's going to change. It's amazing. It's true. Think about it. It's logical too if you think about it. If you worry about money, right? Instead, you're worrying about money is going to cause your finances to be stressful in the future. But if you go, I don't want to worry about money. I want to make money. I want to feel good. I want to feel safe. I want to have some play money. I want to have some toys. I want to save so I can retire, maybe early, right? If you're young. When you think that thought and then you build on it, you go, I'm not going to worry. I'm going to work. I'm going to make money. I'm going to have fun making money. And if you don't think that thought, you think work is not fun, that's a thought you want to change, right? So whatever it is, make it a positive thought about what? Being productive and taking care of your life. Nobody's going to take care of your life for you, but you. I mean, if you're young, your mom and dad might help, but they can't do everything. They're not inside your head. If you have a bad experience and you're thinking negative about how you interacted with Johnny and Susie or whomever, that negative thought for youngsters as well as oldsters is lowering the quality of their life. Moms and dads, buy this subscription for your kids. Teach your kids to miss out on the craziness of growing up where we don't understand our thoughts and puberty hits and, we're going, oh, what's happening, right? Who can relate to that, I mean, it's wonderful, but it's also kind of strange because it's so much unknown. AHIT will help people understand the unknown, help children understand growing up, and us old folks as well, right? Watch it. Okay, anyway. So when you analyze the polarity of the thought, is it positive or negative? Obviously, if it's negative, it's going to make you unhappy, right? But then what's the purpose of the self-talk? And if it's negative, you're going to explain it, right? You're going to reinforce it. All you do is you find that habit and you go, okay. And then when you meditate, add to, I'm aware, then say, I am, and think the positive. I love to work. I love to interact. I'm able to speak out when I need to around people. I'm able to refrain from blurting out around people, right? I'm able to exercise. I love to exercise. I love the pain of the strain to make me strong, right? Old arms. So whatever it is, love the task of creating happiness and health. And there's something called intrinsic pleasure. Powerful thing. We all need more intrinsic pleasure. Well, not everybody. Somebody out there is probably living a fabulous life and they're into what? The process of creating abundance. People that have abundance get into the process of creating abundance enough. They've learned to enjoy the pleasure intrinsically of the process of creating happiness. If you have stress in your life, find the intrinsic pleasure that will cause you to create more health and happiness and practice that stuff. Pound it, baby, over and over and over and over and over. Just keep doing it until what? It becomes your habit. The old negative thought is a thing of the past. It's a chapter that's long since gone. Your life has moved on. You no longer worry about money. You like to work. You no longer worry about blurting out and saying something embarrassing. You're refined and you speak eloquently and appropriately around people. Feels good. I used to blurt sometimes. Or you're able to speak out if somebody bullies you, right? Verbally, right? You're going to hold the phone. You learn techniques. We'll teach you those techniques in the high performance library, by the way, too. Simple to do, right? It's like martial arts. You step in before they come to you. So whatever it is, you change your habits of thought through practice, right? And so look at this graph here. This graph is amazing. This bottom part, I think, is going to be really, really helpful to everybody who uses it. You look at your habits of thought from Sunday morning to Saturday night, and you find all these habits of thoughts and when they're happening. And you find out when they're happening the most, when they happen the least is when you're engaged in something, happen the least, when you're engaged in something and you're into it. You don't have self-talk happening. You're thinking about what you're doing, right? But so much of life is not interesting enough to keep us interested in the static of self-talk that's mindless, that's explaining, instead of the flow, which is pleasing, it's pleasureful, and it's healthy all at once. So you think about what you want, wherever you are, be there, being present. That's what you do. When you say aware, you could follow aware with what? Productive or effective. If you think about something you want to change in your life, anything, to become the best in the world at something, or just get out of pain, it's all exactly the same. You're going to think the thoughts that you need to think, that if you continue to think them, it will cause you to develop the abilities, the level of abilities, whether it be world class or just out of pain. Whatever it is, you practice those thoughts and that will become your reality. It's been scientifically proven back in the 30s or 40s or whatever. I think Russia might have done it. So it'd be somebody else too. Anyway, That the mental practice that we do is just as important and equally beneficial, equal, not less, equal to the physical practice, might even be more. So when you want to change something in your life, spend time every moment you have sitting in a place away from somebody, driving your car. You can do affirmations when you're driving your car. You don't close your eyes, you just look and you think and you just cycle the positive thoughts. I am this. I am that. I am graceful. I am strong. I am focused. I love to work. I love to work out. I love to eat healthy foods. I feel great. I look great. I feel great about my body. I love myself. I forgive my mom and dad. I forgive my siblings. And we all been that a little bit. So whatever's in your life, change it by what? Changing your habits of thought. I hope and pray to bless your life. I hope to help the world become a better place with what? A HIT, ability and habit improving technology. I'll see you tomorrow.